All right. We start when the timer does. Amanda.
We'll say when.
3, 2, 1. Let her rip.
The sun is shining upon the green hills of the Shire. This is a region where
Okay,
most
turn
of
that
the
down a
year,
little bit.
life is serene and quiet.
Thank you.
But not today. For today is a day of the great midsummer festival of Hobbiton.
Oh, the one you see in the film
And
Simple
everyone is
Rings.
here, including you, of course. There is plenty.
Wait, does that mean we're hobbits?
Yep.
Fuck!
There is plenty.
Damn it.
And
Well, it's not too much of a side shift for you.
Just as you, the hobbits, like it. Yes, we're hobbits now.
Fuck!
Just as you're about to take another
wanna
helping
be
of
elf.
dessert, an old wizard takes you aside. His
I am
name-
shoeless, though. Or sockless, too.
Yeah.
Yep, his name is Gandalf, he says. To which you quickly reply with a vigorous nod. As if there was anyone in the Shire who hadn't heard of the Grey Wizard.
I heard.
To your surprise, he says he has a task of great importance.
Red specialty.
What does that have to do with us? You protest. But he just looks at you sternly. All of Middle Earth is in danger. Soon, terrible things will come to pass. You can help turn our
We're out
fate
of food.
towards a light. A company of hobbits, including Frodo Baggins, were set on a journey of extreme urgent business.
Now do you see why I hate this timer?
Their trip will hold
I
immeasurable
love this timer.
dangers, but there is no other way. They will need your help. There are things you can do to improve Frodo's chances. Things that require true heroes. Heroes like yourselves. I feel that you are ready to play your role in this adventure. But make no mistake, if one single thing goes wrong, all of Middle-earth will slip into darkness. Gandalf explains with a deep somberness in his voice. And with that, Gandalf hands you a locked chest bearing an oddly glowing symbol. He urges you to pay attention to its symbol during the festivities. If you know how to interpret it, you'll be able to open the chest and obtain further instructions inside. That is all he says about it. But he hands you the strange disc, takes his leave, and strides away purposefully in the direction of the Hobbit Pool. Riddle A is now.
Okay, you can go ahead and
This
read
will
that
be
first.
for this square puzzle.
We're looking for the square riddle. So now what that means is...
And now we are into the whole Hobbiton with all the festivities and celebration.
Well, pass it over. I'll show the camera. Oh, cute. They actually look nicer in the picture.
We got the
Very
box.
nice.
We got the box. With several, with about
It has a glowing room.
10 objects on it. And a glowing ruin on it.
Okay.
And on the bottom it says code higher, higher, lowest.
Cool. I'll show that to them in just a moment. So, as for how we know we're going for the square riddle, it's quite simple. On the bottom of the page here, there is a square which helps us. And on the chest itself, which is by the lock on said chest, which is here,
It's a square.
there's another square. Now, what that means is, as opposed to the symbols telling me where to go as it would normally on the advent calendar, the square tells us it's a square riddle, so we'll want to make sure that the numbers we get
Around the
match
square.
up with the symbols on the symbol on the outside of the decoder disc. Okay, so I've already shown you the card. Okay, all of the 10 symbols are numbered.
Yeah.
So it says code high, higher, lowest.
Yeah.
Which means if I had to guess, it's the position we can find. Three of these items should be there. One high, one higher, and then the lowest one on the
And
ground.
what's funny, I actually, that glowing room that's there,
Yeah?
I already found the silver rune in the picture here.
Cool. Make a note of it.
It's the tree in the top left corner. The tree trunks itself. It matches the glowing rune.
It does indeed. I guess maybe make a note of that. There's 2 pages, so just grab one. Okay. So high, higher, lowest. Thing is, the candelabra also shares that image, Phil. The candlestick,
Does it? Yes, it does.
also shares that image. That's a weird one.
So does anything else match it?
Some very nice music.
That is actually.
Yeah.
Because we're in Hobbiton, that's why.
Yeah, I know. It makes total sense.
Now, once you get all downhill from here.
Of course. Well, we're got to be heading to like Shelob's lair and things like that, I imagine. Wrong, Shelob. That's Gollum. So high, higher, lowest, and hell, the chest even has an acorn on it at the very center.
Yeah.
The golden part in the very center
Yeah.
there has an acorn. No, just something worth noting.
Yeah.
Okay, so high, higher, lowest. It doesn't say high. It doesn't say highest or high. It
No.
doesn't say highest. It just says high, higher.
It's probably higher than the high. So.
Yeah, higher would be higher than the high, and then the lowest would be the one furthest down.
Yeah.
So maybe we start from there and work our way up.
Yeah.
Because I can see at least 3 items on that. I can see the pumpkin, the bread, and the wagon.
Okay, I just need to know the middle number.
High. It's high, higher, highest.
So I got the first
No,
number and the
lowest.
last number.
High,
I need the
higher,
middle
lowest.
number.
Yeah, it's high, higher, lowest. So what's the first number is the high number?
Yeah.
I'm guessing 8 because of the tree. What is this symbol here?
Is there a number higher? But is there something higher than that?
Yes, there. Yep, got it.
Okay, what's the number?
I am guessing 891.
Okay, so now that we have some numbers,
Whether or not they're right or wrong.
we're going to find that in a moment. We put these numbers. You said 891.
Yeah.
891
So we put the numbers 891
in square.
at the decoder disc under the square, and you'll notice the blue window has shown us a number. Now, how we found the order of the numbers, because it said high, higher, lowest, generally speaking, it goes from the outer wheel to the inner wheel.
Yeah.
So that number is number 26. You'll notice that the pile of answer cards,
I hope it's right.
well, no, in a moment. Just let me see I'm not going to look at the cards, let me see it. You'll notice that the blue card happens to share the same coloring as the inside of the decoder disc.
We may be right or we may be wrong. We're looking for number 13.
Okay, so this means that we turn the card around and we saw this. It means that we could potentially be correct. We just have to look at a second card to paste off what riddle, depending on what lock we're trying to open. Since we're trying to open the chest,
It's number
it's
13.
telling us to go to number 13. So she searched out card number 13, and
Gandalf's chest springs open with a soft click.
so we were correct.
Inside,
Good
he
find.
has deposited the rail cards B
So it was...
and a parchment for
Is
you.
the moon one of them?
No, it was the wagon. It was the wagon, then a candle.
The wagon...
First it was a tree, then a wagon because the thing where you attach a horse
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the
Wagon.
candle and the table.
Ooh.
But how'd you get to that?
Ah,
To match the symbols.
I can see now.
You match the glowing runes and the symbols and some of the other
Now I understand what they mean about the back of the page now. And
Well, we'll see in a moment.
inside he has deposited a real card B in a parchment paper. Basically that.
Yeah.
On the parchment you find notes about the adventure. The backside shows you a map of Middle Earth.
Ah.
In the chest you also find 9 strange items shown below. These 9 items.
I'm guessing it's the food.
No,
Oh, it's the
9 horsemen.
Yeah, the ring
Yeah,
race.
yeah, 9 of these guys.
So I get the tree and the candlestick,
Also,
but how does the wagon look like that?
and there's, and also,
The black metal part. Looks like the glowing rune.
also on the back.
You're
of
right, it does.
Also,
Jesus fuck.
also,
This
also,
is a 2-star.
on the back of this thing,
Yeah.
it tells you to write the number 3 in that symbol.
By the tree, that
Yeah.
little symbol.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
we'll show you the answer card, obviously.
After all, your gift for observation helps you find Gandalf's symbol 3 times.
Yep.
Then turn to pages 4 and 5.
Okay. 4 and 5. No, show.
So we got 9 strange items, the map, and real card B.
Now, this doesn't normally go in number order.
Normally it goes random sometimes.
Normally it's randomized in this. And now that we're done with these cards, they're going back to where they belong.
Yeah. Because you can't, in theory, get the answers again.
Yeah, we could find the same answer goes to number 26 again, and we could be right again.
Yeah.
Okay, it is a open field with fire. No, I'm not joking. There's just random fucking campfires in this open area. Oh, fuck, shit. Okay, we solved the square riddle. Turn it off. Yeah, just click.